This is a story with many facets.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the Jody and Scott Show.
Oh, yeah, it's the Jody and Scott Show. We're on Twitter, Jody and Scott. We're on the internet, obviously, right? It's a podcast. So, Jody and Scott Show.
What the hell did you say?
JodyandScottShow.com. I don't know. You know,
Yeah,
so
the internet's real, Jody. Welcome to 2002. Okay?
I obviously put very little thought into what I'm going to say in those first few seconds.
Yeah, can we
like the most
try that again?
the most important few seconds of the show, right? Like somebody that's never listened to the show before.
What
this is
in the hell
like,
did you just say?
That's the 5 seconds right there that they're going to judge the
They're
entire
already
thing
gone,
on.
bro.
And they're gone already. Like
Jesus.
I totally screwed that up. It's a shame.
Oh, well.
You know, I was like, hey, yeah, look,
Anyway.
it's the Jody and Scott Show. We're on the internet.
And then you said something else after that. Who cares? Let's move on from that horrible introduction.
Oh,
Jody.
God.
Speaking of horrible, I tried something new with show prepping this week. I got stoned out of my mind last night.
Oh, yeah.
And then
It's a good way
I
to do
started
things.
booking guests stoned. So
That's why. You know, when you sent me the email today, I saw who today's guests were, and I was like, well, this is an interesting lineup. Okay, well, whatever. You know, I'll talk to anybody. I don't care.
I got some free weed from work. I'm not
Okay.
going to say where I work. I work at many different places, Jody. So
Could be any
I
of
have
them,
my bowl.
right? Could be any one of those places, sure.
You know, put a little weed in the bowl. You know how to do that, right, Jody? You put it in there, you push it in a little bit.
I've heard about it
Took
before.
a couple hits, was watching Stranger Things 2, and I started booking people, booking amazing guests, thinking they were going to be the greatest guests of all time.
And
And
you
then,
woke up in the morning.
Today I'm looking at it like,
Yeah.
what in the hell are we going to talk to these people about? But I'm still excited about these guests. Explain who we're having on tonight, Jody.
So I think most people have at some point seen the Men That Look Like Kenny Rogers website, right? Or at least like seen pictures that like have the watermark on it, because it's kind of funny that there's so many gentlemen out there that do seem to look exactly like Kenny Rogers, and somehow, and for whatever reason, you booked the owner of that, and I'm trying to figure
Right, that's big.
I'm trying to figure out, well, what were you doing? Like, what made you think
told you
that
I was stoned.
Okay. All right. And then
A Kenny Rogers song came on Stranger Things too, and I kind of Kenny
How
Rogers,
is
he
Stranger-
dead? I
by the
googled
way-
he was dead, and then
how is Stranger Things 2, by the way? I haven't had the chance to jump
like
into it yet. My wife wanted to start watching it tonight, but I'm doing this, and like, so.
I
Right.
don't want to screw up your home life,
You
bro.
are horribly screwing it up.
This
So
is the beginning of
tonight,
the end, huh?
Tonight was supposed to be Stranger Things night, and it's not anymore. But
I
so is it?
changed that,
So I mean, because here was my thought, right? After watching the first season, my initial feeling was that should be it. Like, it's a great show. Like, it was a fun ride, and they should they should button it up right there, leave it as its own great little one season awesome show. And then they said they were going to do the second season. I was like, I don't know.
It's called money, Jody.
You know,
it's a thing.
the
People
kids
need
are going
it.
to be
Want
older.
it.
How is this going to work? So is it as good as the first season? Does it have the same magic?
Well, they gave the chubby kid teeth. I'm kind of pissed off about that. He was so cute with no teeth.
Well,
So cute.
doesn't he have like an actual disorder, like so that he doesn't have front teeth, like or
Right.
doesn't have teeth? I guess to wear dentures in real life or something like that, right?
Right, he's an early denture wearer, which is sad. He's very good in the show. They got 11. She looks about 35 years old
But
now.
is the show
They
as
really-
good now?
They
Like, I
really
feel
womaned her up.
I feel like if the show was as good, you'd be saying, "Wow, it's still great." Like, is it?
It's darker. If you like dark,
I
if
like
it's a little
dark.
darker. There's still a little bit of comedy, and it gets dark. One
Okay.
thing I will say: Winona Ryder has toned down her overacting in the show. Remember the first season?
She was terrible.
She was like a bumbling moron, kind
was-
of like how you open the show.
She
yeah?
was the worst, which is weird, right? That Winona Ryder would have been the worst
Dude, she used to be the
actress
best
on the
actress
show,
ever, dude.
right?
Edward
And
Scissorhands.
She's
Come on, bro.
she's in an ensemble cast with like 10-year-olds or however old they are, and
Beat the hell out of them in acting.
and
man.
somehow she was the worst out of all of them. By the way, the music to the show, I think this is the reason, one of the reasons why I like
got
the
hooked
show
on
so
it.
much.
You could actually make this music. That's why you like it. You
Yeah.
have a synthesizer.
That's some of the best music that I've ever heard in a show before. I'm looking forward to
Here's
watching
my,
it. Even if you're not excited about it,
I
I'm
ruined your
looking forward.
marriage for this show.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
sad.
still
You
looking-
can't have Stranger Things night. Well, you
I'm
can
still
move it to Tuesday. You
No,
jerk.
Tuesday's Halloween. The kids got to go trick or treating. We got
after
all
when
right,
they get back.
You got to
You know,
give the
sensual lovemaking
you
after
gotta,
Stranger Things. It'll lube you up a little
Give
bit.
the little
you know?
shits free candy, especially the late night ones that make the multiple trips, because we try to give out like decent candy and the kids figure that out, and then the older ones start coming by like every 5 or 10 minutes as it gets later and later at night. You start seeing the same freaking people over and over.
Like a 35-year-old guy, what a progressive.
Is it okay to just tell them to go away after like the 3rd or 4th visit, like where you're just like, hey, you greedy F, get out of here? Or are you just, or am I then in danger of having my house egged by these little shits? Like what am I supposed to do with them?
They do have a really good episode with trick-or-treating and Stranger Things 2, so you'll like that. But quickly,
okay.
I want to talk about Stranger Things 2. Winona Ryder, she reminds me in this show of the mom who lets the kids drink at the house.
Cool mom.
It's safer there.
Cool mom.
If her kid didn't keep getting possessed by aliens and ghosts, she would be the cool mom
that
let the kids drink at the house because you're safer here. You know what I mean? I'm going to go have a smoke.
Let them do everything.
Right? Am I right about that?
Cool mom's usually the one that's the most likely to hook up with high school
Get
kids,
drunk
right?
and bang one of your friends, and then your friends will never forget that.
I gotta tell you, like I've got the 2 kids. I can't imagine at any point I would be like, hey, why don't you invite all your friends over
kids,
and get
shit-faced at my house?
Right, I'll buy a bunch of wine coolers and beer, and you guys can just drink until you puke. And have a great time. Like I can't imagine ever doing that. Like at any point. Like I sort of get the thought behind it. Like like if they're drinking and partying, at least they're doing it like in your supervision. But still, like hell no. Go do that.
Some of the crap that goes down.
Go drink in the woods like you're supposed to. Like go get drunk in the woods and then drive yourself home at 4 a.m. the way we all did it in high school.
Are you ready for our favorite game show?
What's our favorite game show, Scott?
It's called Name That Dossier! All right, welcome.
Wow, very. There's a lot of. It's funny. Up until
dossieing.
Yeah, up until last year, the word dossier just wasn't really thrown around all that often.
This word.
But now we're hearing dossier this, dossier that, the Trump dossier. Apparently, Trump was trying to create a Hillary dossier
today.
Oh man, lots of dossier talk. So how does this game work, Scott?
I'm going to play it on you, Jody. Now, of course, we have the big Trump-Russia dossier going on.
Very exciting
right
stuff.
now.
Yeah, it's
Rachel Maddow is analyzing it. She's getting hot.
What's great?
They're talking about it every single day. The dossier.
And what's great is that is like every now and then they confirm like a little piece of it. Like every now and then, like when the dossier first came out, it was like, oh, it's garbage. All of it's fake. None of it's real. Ignore it. It's just totally
no
fabricated.
Hookers pissed on Trump.
Right now,
happened.
now they've confirmed like a number of things in there, which means we're getting closer and closer to confirming that the P tape is real. And man, that would be so cool.
That's all we care about. Now, Jody, here's how the game show works. Where's my Regis music? I need my millionaire.
We're doing okay.
Well, that's fine. We can use that too. Whatever. That's the opener. Then we get intense in the game show.
I got you. Okay.
Jody, this is breaking down a game show. All right, follow me here.
I'm ready.
I sound like a game show host. Help me do my goddamn job.
Okay.
Now, my favorite new word is dossier.
Right.
I use it as a pickup line. I actually got banged by 4 because of it.
I don't believe that.
Wasn't great looking, but liked my intelligence because I knew the word dossier.
Yeah.
Now, Jody, let's play Name That Dossier. Name one other dossier besides the Trump-Russia dossier. This is big. Take your time.
One other dossier?
Don't Google it, asshole.
I'm not Googling it, but I'm like, what do you mean, like a specific dossier?
Dossier, yes. Like, give me your top 10 dossier. What do you like?
I mean,
Stay at the dossier.
I honestly can't name another dossier. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah,
you do not win the money.
I couldn't do it. That's too bad.
You didn't even give it a chance, Jody.
I'm gonna study, and next I'll work on. I'll study, and next week when we play Name That Dossier, I'm gonna come back with some answers next week, so it's a little less anticlimactic. We're gonna name another dossier. Promise you. Do another one.
You like to shove candy in your mouth like a human Pez dispenser,
I
don't you?
I genuinely have not eaten very like my wife has gotten off the sugar altogether, and so like I can't really have candy in the
great.
house.
I saw her at dinner. She was looking fine.
She looks
dude.
really good. And so
Stranger Things night for you tonight. You might have got play too.
You know what? There is nothing in the world that puts more pressure on a guy to not turn into a fat, disgusting slob
Right.
than for his wife, like who just had a baby, to like look the best she's ever looked. You know what I mean? Like
You can't
like,
get the why is she with him look when you go out to parties. And
yeah. So
can't have
like
that
and like she's not eating candy and all that stuff. So like I can't like eat candy in front of her because it makes me just feel like a disgusting asshole, right? So
Did she give you an eye?
so like she doesn't even give
Stranger
like
Things
she
eye? No
doesn't
Stranger
even
Things tonight.
like I don't even feel like she's really judging me, but like you know, like I don't know, like I just feel like if I'm eating like junk food in front of her, like I just feel like gross and disgusting because like she's not eating it and like she looks great. So while yes, I did used to shove candy into my face like a Pez dispenser recently.
Well,
I haven't
reverse.
really
You were a
been-
reverser.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went in instead of out. Now, Jody, you should be very, very happy with me right now because I did some stuff. I did some research, and I got with nutritionists around this, and they named the top 4 healthiest Halloween candies.
Healthiest Halloween candy.
Now, this is big because you don't have to go into the bathroom and eat candy now.
Now, are
'Cause
we
I know that's
talking-
what
now,
you're
when
doing.
the-
Is that
now,
true?
what's
Have you
the-
done that? Have you gone to the bathroom and eat candy, Jody? That's
You mean
sick.
have I like snuck
to the bathroom and
candy?
eating candy?
Like so
Yeah,
my
like on
wife
the toilet?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
she gets candy, she's like,
yeah.
you have a moment of silence?
I was at Walgreens. I bought a bag of those.
What did you do?
Of the caramel M&Ms. You ever had those? The caramel
This is
M&Ms.
shocking. This is breaking news,
Oh,
Jody.
they're
This
so
is
good.
sad.
They're so good. The
Breaking
caramel
marriage
M&Ms. The one of the sharing size bag too. I brought that home and I kept it hidden in the house for and for about a week I was like shoving those things in my face. But yeah. So all right. So
not in the bathroom.
So in terms
candy
of
in a bathroom.
no,
is
not
what I
in
wanna
the
know.
bathroom. So in terms of like
Okay,
healthy
that's not
candy,
okay.
what's the definition of healthy? Are we talking low sugar or like nutritional content, like vitamins and
The top 5 involving everything. Okay, and this nutritionist did this study, Jody. You know they're very hard at work and they're smart people. I
Okay,
know
so
a
so
guy
so am I
who's
gonna
a
try to name?
nutritionist.
So I'm gonna try to name the top 4. Like what is it? There's 4 of them here.
Okay, well,
So what do I do now?
I'm gonna do 4 because I
me
lost
name
the other page.
All right,
I
let me
printed
name-
it, but I can't find the goddamn page.
All right, I'll name 4 and let's see how many I get right out of these 4. Okay.
Perfect. All right, take a wild guess, Jody.
Okay,
don't
I'm gonna
eat
say-
candy in the bathroom though. That's
I'm gonna
sick.
say Reese's Pieces. I'm gonna say Snickers.
Now, Reese's peanut butter cups or Reese's Pieces. You have to be very, very
Reese's
specific.
Pieces.
With
The Reese's Pieces.
Okay. Those are good. I do like those.
Snickers. I might say Reese's peanut butter cup too, right? Because that's peanut butter. So
Hey, dude, this is your. I mean, you already lost one dossier game. Let's
yeah, I
make
know.
it
Okay,
2.
all right. So Reese's Pieces, Reese's peanut butter cups, Snickers, and Payday.
I'm shocked, dude. Oh, you actually got 2 out of 4.
Oh, that's not
Now, this is
bad.
pretty-
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of candy in the world, man.
Yeah, that's not bad to get 2 out of 4. Okay, so what were the
No,
what
you
I-
didn't Google any of this shit.
No, I
did
know.
you?
I
No, that's not
absolutely
cool.
did not. I absolutely did not. I was just
All
kind of
right,
thinking
here's,
peanuts, All right.
The top 4. Do you have my official drum roll? You always have that ready to go for me, which I appreciate that. Thank you very much, man. What's this?
I don't think that's the drum
Is that
roll.
Caitlyn Jenner having sex?
I don't know what that is.
Backstage.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Dude, that's like the opposite of a goddamn drum roll. I'll tell you. I mean,
Yeah,
is that
sorry.
like is that you, porn? Solo Master Day? Is that the pig lady? I can't.
No, that's not a drum roll either.
What is that?
I don't know. All right, no drum roll. Sorry.
There's a lot of weird shit going on in your hard drive, man. All right. 4.
All right.
Snickers.
All right.
Bam, you hit
All
that
right.
one.
All right. Nice.
Why'd you think? Because there was nuts in it?
Yeah.
Why'd you think that?
I don't
though?
know.
You
It's
did
just nuts.
psychology.
You know. Yeah. It just seems like something going on there.
Number 3, blow pops. Yeah, you forgot about that.
Get out! No,
Ooh,
blow.
how
You know
many
what? You're
licks
making
does
this
it
up.
take?
No, it's just sugar. It's blow pop.
asshole.
No, you're lying to
This
me. You
nutritionist
made
did
this up.
this.
No.
Hey, it has 13 grams of sugar, but only 70 calories, Jody. These are the notes the nutritionist
So low
gave me,
calories.
okay?
Okay, so low. See, I didn't think that low
Right,
calories.
see,
were-
dude,
okay, all right.
follow me here.
All
this
right.
is very big stuff I'm doing
All
here
right,
with the
let's see.
nutritionist.
All right,
okay,
what else?
number 2, Reese's peanut butter cups.
Okay,
You
all right.
nailed that one
All
too.
right, all right.
A single peanut butter cup has 110 calories and 11 grams of sugar.
And it's got some
All right.
protein in there too, because it's
You like
peanut
to
butter.
shove those
probably.
in your
A little
face in the
little
bathroom, don't you? That's
Not
pretty
in the
good.
bathroom, but I do
Number
love peanut butter
1,
cups.
Actually, I think your beautiful wife Jamie likes these. I'm not sure. I can't remember specifically. Gummy worms.
Oh, gummy worms. Okay, I like
that. They
I
have,
like gummy
the
worms.
sugar on all over them. I mean,
Yeah.
what are they? You don't really know what they are. You like the weed versions of them, though. Haven't you had those before?
Oh, No, I've never.
This wasn't really a game show, though, Jody. This was more just me quizzing you on healthy
okay.
snacks.
Okay.
Use that only for the game show, please. Thank you very much.
Sorry. Hey, did you know that Starbucks? All right, so we all go to Starbucks. You frequent Starbucks pretty often.
I do like it.
Yeah, if you
We
had
used to get the same thing. We were twinsies.
right, if you had to guess like what is safer for you to touch with your bare hands that has less bacteria and germs on it, okay? So you pick the one.
Oh my God, I saw this
Did you
story,
see this?
Jody, too, and I was so disgusted
It's
by it that I
horrifying.
refused to actually bring it up.
It's horrifying. So would you expect a New York City subway pole, which are those disgusting looking poles, underground poles that have about 35 layers of paint on them, the leftover, there's like, I believe that most of them have, bum feces smeared on them somewhere.
Oh yeah, they're definitely taking a dump, not wiping it, and then jumping in.
There's like
Sure.
there's like loogies on it, they're really nasty. These
Loogie
subway
mania, yeah.
these subway poles, or the handle of a Starbucks bathroom. Which one would you think was nastier?
You're asking me the question, but I've already read the article. So
Yeah,
you
I
tell
know.
the people, and I don't know why though. I just read the headline, didn't believe it, moved on. So I don't.
Okay, so there's more harmful bacteria.
I'm sickened by this. This is worse than eating candy in your own home bathroom.
Yeah, there's more harmful bacteria on the Starbucks handle than there is on the bathroom handle than there are on just like almost anything else on the planet, apparently. So is he? Do you think it's-
Why is that though? I don't get it.
it's
Give
just,
me a reason. I have nutritionists. You have scientists. Put some facts into this shit, bro. This is a very serious show.
I think it's probably because people use the bathroom in there and then don't wash their hands and put their hands all over the
that's
freaking
not-
handle and then walk out.
Homeless people. Yeah.
Right? Oh, well, a Starbucks,
article.
a Starbucks bathroom is basically like the homeless person's like home base, right? Like that's where they go to clean
it's
up,
like
to
heaven for a
shower,
homeless person,
to whatever, and that's but so yeah, so you're better off licking a subway pole than you are
I'm gonna do that.
licking
Just for
the
no reason.
yeah, and then
It's good for you. Germs are good for you, Jody. You know that. You put anything in your mouth at one of those festivals. All right, now listen. We lost a very big musician.
Yeah,
and he's
you
one
know-
of my favorite guys out there.
yeah, this was a big
I think you like him too. I didn't really ask you about him, but this guy's very, very big. Big musician, brought a lot to the world when it comes to music.
I saw, and you sent me the. I didn't get a chance to listen to this yet, but you sent a like a tribute.
Yeah, I thought we'd do hold on before I say this. I'm a big fan. I thought you had one of the coolest names because you don't hear a lot of names like that. And so I dropped something in, maybe a little tribute. We like to tribute people here because we're a very emotional show, and we appreciate good music.
Yeah. So Fats Domino passed away today.
Oh God, what a cool ass name, man. I like that about him.
And Scott put together. You don't
Little package.
I don't
I
know.
didn't put a lot of work into it.
I was saying you
I
don't
just got a
usually
couple
you don't
clips.
usually put together this kind of stuff. Well, let's go ahead and take a
Yeah.
lip. Scott put together a little
little
tribute to
trib.
Fats
I mean,
Domino.
yes.
Passed away.
Emotional. I think he was handicapped. I didn't really read the wiki. But
You know this isn't Fats Domino.
this is. I
This
thought
is
he was
a
handicapped,
this is a
man.
video
He was
of
the first special musician.
of a large man on a bus singing. Scott,
It
did
is
you
big.
just
I mean, they don't call
Google?
him Fats for
Did you just
nothing,
Google
and,
like fat singer? Like what did you? How did you end up with
did
this?
that. I was running out of
Do you
time.
have any
Is that not
idea?
him?
Do you have
I
any
thought it was a
idea
fan.
who Fats Domino is? Do you have any idea?
Well,
Give
I
me
know he's
give me
a
one
musician.
give
That's
me
what it said in the
one
article.
fact. Give me
well, in
one
the clip, he looked
one.
like a large special
Can you
man.
name me
Was he special?
one?
I thought he was
Can
the
you name
first
me
special
one
musician.
song that
Special Olympics?
one song that Fats Domino is responsible for?
The Twist. Wasn't that the Twist? With the Fat Boys. And a fat boy did. He was that dude. That's some classic music right there. That might make the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
All right, I tell you what, our first
Well, I
guest
noticed-
is on the phone right now.
What?
It's a
We
mystery
didn't
though.
finish the tribute.
It's a mystery though, Scott, because we don't have a call screener tonight, and so this is either James Corden, the James Corden hater, Randy
James
Schick,
Corden. I can't believe we're having James Corden on this thing.
or it's the owner of men that look like Kenny Rogers, Jaime Muelhausen. Which one do you think it is, Scott?
It's like a fun ass grab bag. I don't know.
All right, this is fun. Here we go. Welcome to the Jody and Scott show. Sorry, we're not very professional and don't know who this is. Who is?
That's Jody. I'm very professional.
Yeah, who's,
Do you know who Fats Domino is?
Who's doing? Who is this?
This is James Corden.
James Corden.
Oh, Oh,
The
hey!
actual.
This is
He has a.
I would hope.
Jamie from Men Who Look Like Kenny Rogers.
How's it going, Jamie?
All right. Hey, can you believe we're putting you in front of James Corden on this show tonight? That's how much we like this website.
No,
dude.
no, not James Corden. It's the guy who hates James Corden.
Shit.
What's
Okay,
your
never
feeling?
mind.
By the way, Jamie,
Well, then I'm really upset.
Jamie, what's your what's your take on James Corden? You know, the guy that's responsible
Yeah.
for carpool karaoke and other.
Do you think it's funny?
I like
Right.
James Corden. I watch him quite a bit.
Well,
You can't help
kinda
it
looks
with
like
you know,
Kenny
he's
Rogers.
got Reggie Watts on the show.
he doesn't look like Kenny Rogers at all, though. Like you could
he's got a
probably
round
make
face and a beard.
you could
Yeah.
probably although you could probably Rogers him up pretty good, right? Like if you put the white beard, because that's the thing.
Rogers him hard.
But that's the thing with Kenny.
Rogers, you Jody.
But that's the thing with Kenny Rogers is that like all you really need, right, is to be sort of like is to be like a well-groomed Santa, like pretty much.
older
like,
man, and you
right?
have to have hair, and Jody doesn't have that.
No,
now let's talk
I wouldn't
to this
qualify.
man right now.
I wouldn't qualify.
Now we have Jamie on the phone. Men that look like Kenny Rogers. This is one of the biggest websites of all time. It's almost like Google, would you say? And
Yes.
no, people
right.
have
God.
enjoyed this thing for years. How did it start? When did you believe it was funny? And when did it come together and you start getting all those hits coming in? I'm fascinated by this thing. How did it start?
Yeah. Well, you know, it kind of started sort of back in the early days of the internet when people were first starting to figure out that you could do really kind of weird, funny stuff on there. Like, you know, kind of the early days with the mullet websites and Am I Hot or Not? If you
MySpace.
remember that one.
Oh, Hot or Not,
You
man.
know,
I
yeah.
spent a lot of time on Hot or Not.
Yeah, Jody actually got a
Yeah.
hand job from that one.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
It's just
disgusting.
Really?
Yeah, it was really gross.
She's like a 3.5.
Well,
Nasty.
anyway, so I was actually trying to figure out how to make a website, and because I work as a graphic designer, and so I had this idea even years before that there were a lot of men that look like Kenny Rogers when you go to Home Depot or you go to the mall or someplace like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Dive bar.
originally just kind of wanted to start taking pictures of them and make some sort of an art show out of it or something like that. But then the internet came along, and so I started the website, and
The art show
the
would have been
next thing
awesome.
you know, it
though.
just started taking off like crazy.
I love the idea of like a gallery
Art
show.
Can we go back to that?
Like, you know, like
Internet, schminternet, that
well,
would
here's
be
the well,
fun.
here's the thing. Like back when this started, the internet was sort of the unique thing, right? And now, you know, these
Right.
days, it's like a website like
annoying.
that is a dime a dozen. Like now, you would want that to
Right.
be like in a physical space. Now that's where the comedy is. Is you take that website, you put it in a physical space, and now it's funny again. Maybe that's what you need to
Let's
do.
do that.
Maybe it's time to realize that dream,
Yeah,
Jamie.
let's bring it back.
It's come full circle.
Yeah,
You're damn right.
It
You
should.
jump in.
So how like
Yeah,
I'll
well,
sell the sponsor,
interesting
Rogaine.
thing-
no, go
yeah,
ahead.
The interesting thing was when I found out that Kenny himself had actually heard of the website, and Matt Lauer asked him about it on the Today Show, and so I knew it had, you know,
That's
it had
when you
reached
know.
its peak right then.
So how much money has this site made for you?
Jody
Oh,
always asks
I would
our
say-
website people that. Hey, Jody, that's not true. Hey, do not
Hey,
bring up money with
it's
this
okay.
man, Jamie.
Why
He's
is everyone
done-
why is everyone
he's
so
launched
uptight?
one of the biggest websites since Google.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why everyone's so uptight about it. Is this,
Right.
So has this been a big moneymaker for you, or has it just been more of a thing
yeah.
that it has? Like, give me a ballpark.
Yeah,
Just ballpark me. I'm kind of curious.
no,
I'd
you
say
don't need
hun-
numbers.
Come on.
Hundreds of dollars.
Hundreds of dollars. See, Scott? This is
Really,
what.
that's it.
See, I'm telling you, I could be
Yeah.
making hundreds of dollars on the internet, and I'm not. And
You
know,
come up with an idea like this.
damn it, I just
Oh, my
can't.
God.
I can't come up with any good ideas like that. Shit.
No,
Now,
I would
you have
say
other
actually
stuff.
it's made quite a few $1,000s, but not a lot of money really.
Sure. I mean, yeah, like you know, pays for a vacation here and there.
Well,
Oh yeah, short vacation.
Maybe. All right.
yeah, the dog track.
Well, I mean, I would have thought that there's more money in Kenny Rogers lookalikes. You would have figured out a way to.
Well, Jody, you have to
You know
admit, when
what's
it was
funny is-
big.
I'm sorry, Jamie. What was that?
I was going to say what's funny you said about Kenny Rogers lookalikes that for a while when the site was really popular, I mean, I was getting thousands of hits a day on the site. I would get emails from people all over the country saying that they were looking for Kenny Rogers impersonators, and if I had
like a
information and phone numbers and stuff, and I don't know, I probably could have made more money off of that.
You could be like an agent, like a Kenny.
Full circle again, man. How many full circles are we going to do with this
Kenny,
thing?
he could be a Kenny Rogers lookalike agent, a booking agent. Just book these guys nationwide.
Kenny Rogers pimp.
A warehouse full of Kenny Rogers lookalikes in bunks, just waiting for their number to be called.
Islands in the streets. That's how I thought of you, by the way. I was watching Stranger Things 2, and that song came on. I was like, what's going on with Kenny Rogers? And I don't even know that much about Kenny Rogers. I just know about your website.
And you were really baked and decided.
I was stoned, too, and it's still funny, by the way. By the way, Jody, Jamie also said he has a bunch of other stuff going on, which we'll talk about here in a second. You got a question for him?
Well, actually, that's what I was going to ask. I was going to say, what other sort of business ventures? You said you're a graphic designer, but do you have any other like sort of weird, quirky sites that you have that have sort of taken over the mantle of the Kenny Rogers thing?
Well, nothing ever could top the Kenny site, but I work as a graphic. I'm the creative director for Tony Hawk, the skateboarder.
Oh, cool!
And so I've been doing that for a long time.
Okay.
And then I had actually, because of the Kenny site, not really making a lot of money because I didn't really own the rights to all of those photos.
Sure.
I couldn't really do calendars and books and stuff. I thought that, I needed to figure out a way to monetize something like that. So I have a bunch of relatives that live in the South, and they all say dumb things like, well, it's hotter than a Walmart parking lot in August and stuff like that. So I actually made a website called Redneck Words of Wisdom. People would send in all these redneck sayings, and I actually got a book deal out of that and made a fair amount of money.
Hey, congratulations. There you go. Very nice.
Jeff Foxworthy's knocking at your door right now.
Can you tell me precisely how much you made off of that book, please? I'm just kidding.
No, I'm talking about Jeff Foxworthy. I thought he'd be all up your butt.
Well,
no?
hey, all right. Well, hey, Jamie.
Did you hear, Jody? Let me explain my thing. Jeff Foxworthy, is he up your butt?
Yeah.
On that idea, because it sounds a little similar.
Why would Jeff Foxworthy care?
Well,
if
Jeff
you walk down the street with no shoes on, that humor.
See, his thing was you may be a redneck, and mine was just the actual things that people really say.
Yeah. Okay. All right,
Yeah.
well, Jamie,
It's different.
I'll have to check it out. Everybody loves some good redneck humor. By the way, we've got a gentleman. You said you love James Corden. We have a gentleman coming up here that absolutely despises him, and so we're gonna talk to him about that here in just a second. So you don't want to miss that.
That should be fun.
All right, Jamie, tell me I'm pronouncing your last name right. It's Muelhausen.
That's exactly right.
Boom.
Actually.
Men who look like Kenny Rogers. Men that look like KennyRogers.com.
Men who look like.
Oh, damn, Scott.
Right.
See that you wrote it down wrong. All right, men who look like KennyRogers.com.
Sorry, Jody. It took Jody 8 years to graduate from college. It's not my problem.
This is 5. All right, Jamie. Thank you very much. Have a good one, Jamie. Later on.
All right, thanks a lot.
College smallage.
There he is.
College is a scam. We all know that, Jody.
The guy.
Unless you're going to be a lawyer or a nurse or whatever.
Yeah, the guy who started Men Who Look Like KennyRogers.com. That's a very good
I
one.
can't believe you asked him how much he makes, dude. You got to stop doing that. I'm losing guests. Word's spreading that we asked.
Why are people so uptight about that? Like, I'm really genuinely curious. Like, there's all these weird things out there, right? And I'm always
made a little
curious.
bit more money. That was big for like a year.
To,
that Kenny Rogers thing.
No one ever wants to talk to me about it for some reason.
No, I mean that's sad. You would ask that poor man that.
Yeah. So Kevin Spacey, big bombshell, shocking. He's gay apparently, but he came out.
Right. Didn't everybody already know that?
That's what I saw with the first headline today. Kevin Spacey.
We're gonna have Hogan on. We're gonna have Hulk Hogan on to talk about that in here in a second.
Oh, is he?
You wanna
Okay.
wait for Hogan, yes.
All right. We'll wait for Hogan then. Hold on. Let me write that down.
Kevin Spacey's
Waiting
gay.
for
Breaking news,
Hogan.
everybody.
Yeah, real. All right. We'll get into that in just a second. But right now, we have a gentleman.
You want to talk about my date? Well, before we get to him, Jody, I want to get ready for this interview because I'm very horny about it.
Okay.
Let's break open. You've always been a big Dave Matthews fan, is that right?
I'm a Dave Matthews fan up until like the early 2000s, and then I sort of, and then the music got weird or whatever, or just like very dad rock, and I kind of gave up on it.
I'm a real Dave Matthews fan, and
Yes,
I wanted to
sure.
prove that to Dave Matthews because he wants us to promote his wine. Do you have that music?
No, I don't. But
bought a little-
people, I just
What?
have to imagine Crash Into Me playing in the
drinking,
background right
yes.
now.
Well, can you sing it or something?
Dun.
No, this is even better.
No,
Hold on.
just say
That
your
was
thing.
pretty good.
Do your thing.
I'll take a sip of it's the Dream Tree wine. Hold on. I'll tell you what it tastes like.
Oh, he has wine? I didn't even know he had wine. Is any good? I like the
Oh
name.
God, it tastes like weed and beer. Forget about it. I'm sorry, Dave.
Is anybody making
like
that
dirty
yet?
people in the lawn.
Is
Yeah,
anybody
I
making like weed-infused wine yet in Colorado? I
you know-
assume they are in
There's a
California.
Dave Matthews wine though, the Dreaming Tree.
I
By the
didn't
way,
know.
just had a sip of it.
I
It was-
did not know that there was a Dave Matthews wine. I have no interest in trying it. I'm glad that
Can you sing a Crash Into Me again?
I'm
That
not
was
singing
nice.
"Crash Into Me." No, but let's talk to.
I'll
let's.
do it. Dum,
Can we?
dum, da, dum,
Can we?
dum,
Can we
dum.
not? Can we talk to? Can we talk to Randy? Randy.
Beautiful song.
Randy had a video online talking about somebody that you and I talk about all the time. For some reason, Scott and I
don't want to,
when
but he comes up. We're probably jealous of his easy life.
and we're talking about when we're not doing the podcast. We talk about we spend an inordinate amount of time talking about how much we hate James Corden and how
That's right.
how untalented he is and how much he's just a waste of space, and we can't figure out how the hell he's in the position that he's in. And Scott ran into somebody on YouTube. His name is Randy Schick. Randy, welcome to the Jody and Scott Show. How's it going?
Yo, what up?
Hey, thank you for having me on, guys.
So I guess Scott ran into you online because you, I guess, had an extended rant about your burning hatred for James Corden, and we're kind of curious, like, what inspired this, and what would inspire a
great
man?
video, Joey.
What would inspire a man to spend so much time talking about how much
like
he hates
10
him?
minutes. I mean, don't.
Well, either way, I've done it. I've spent at least that much time complaining about how much I hate him. I just haven't done it.
We just didn't record it.
Right.
Yeah.
I just haven't recorded it. So what's Randy? How did the hate for James Corden grow inside of your soul?
Yeah, Randy.
Can I say one thing first?
Sure.
I am not sure how I'm supposed to follow up the Kenny Rogers guy.
Oh no!
Yeah. The man who looked
you
like
think about
the
that,
guy.
man?
That's
I feel like I was set up here.
that's
you know,
internet-
Like he was drunk, and I have to come in afterwards.
Randy,
because
that's-
it's, like
Randy. That's
the fourth quarter.
It's internet history right there. The man who started Men Who Look Like KennyRogers.com. That's like
no,
a
10-minute video versus that. I lose.
it's like a
10
founding.
minutes, not a win.
It's like a founding father of the
Sorry,
internet.
man.
Yeah. He's like
Yeah,
he's like
James
really.
Corden-
I mean, he's like a founding father of internet memes when you think about it. Like, he really is. But
I agree.
yeah, all right.
I mean, Google Schmoogle.
Tony Hawk,
right.
On Wamazon.
You know what? You're right, Randy. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Nice talking to you. We'll talk to you later
that-
on.
Take it easy, man. We'll get you on next.
the James Corden
All right, can we get
thing,
back into this?
Okay, I'm a big, I don't know if you guys are the same way. I love the late night talk shows. I was
Absolutely.
a big David Letterman guy.
Oh, see, me too.
Rupert
Letterman
Sandwich guy.
inspired my entire interest in getting into entertainment. My
We
life.
both love Howard.
Yeah.
You know, all that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Howard, SNL, and David Letterman are the three original things.
I'm
Norm
with you.
Macdonald
All right.
said.
Yep.
That's
Nice.
You can
absolutely
throw
true.
Conan in there too, I guess. Like early Conan, not
Yeah,
new
I
Conan.
agree. The
Early
Simpsons.
Conan.
Yeah, specific things. But basically, I'm a huge fan, and I think it was a pretty good format for a long time. And it was a format where other people could come in and not change it so much, but it worked consistently. And then Craig Ferguson came in. I thought he was innovative with the format.
He's
He
all
did
right.
Things nobody had done before.
Yep.
And
Right.
he did
You
one
got
show
that
that was a
robot
puppet.
thing. That's all I really remember.
The thing is, the reason I liked him was because he seemed to sort of not give a shit, and he was
Smart, 'cause
funny.
he had a British accent.
And,
you know?
and it was funny, and it was all very laid back and natural, and it didn't feel fake. It felt very genuine, even if it sort of lacked energy. It felt very genuine and funny, and I even liked that.
Well, he improvised every monologue, a 20-minute monologue every night.
Yeah.
No writing, which nobody else did everyone else gets writing,
Sure.
100%. It's all written
Nobody
jokes.
does that, yeah.
So James Corden comes in to replace him, and this is the era of Stephen Colbert, who takes over for David Letterman. Jimmy Fallon hosts The Tonight Show now. Jimmy Kimmel's out there. Conan's on TBS. Everyone has their niche.
I mean, there's too many
You
of
can
these
go to
guys.
White-
We all agreed with that, right?
Yeah,
There's
there
too
used to
many
be
of them.
there used to
We
be like
agree with
3,
that.
and then now there's
There was
like 10.
2, and
yeah.
then there was the black one, Arsenio. That was it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if James Corden Weinsteined his way to this position, but
Oh,
he is
God.
so...
Oh, he did
He's,
something.
well, the thing is, it makes no sense that he got over here. Because
Nope.
my thing about it is, He has no right to be on that show. He's not good enough. He's not a good host. He's not good at interviews. All of his stuff is gimmicks that are like internet videos. It's YouTube tier. It's not level CBS big budget show tier stuff. It's stuff that I could do at home. The difference is he gets celebrities in these videos. They're like mom videos where it's like, hey, I'm going to sing with Adele, and it gets 30 million hits on YouTube. Everyone praises it. I hated that. His show's boring. He doesn't write jokes. He's not a comedian, really. He's like a Broadway dance singing guy, and that's what he makes his show. It's not the Tonys. It's a late-night talk show. Be a talk show host.
Is that so? So is that where did he come up doing entertainment?
He was like a Broadway guy
in Britain. Is that did he start in Britain, or did he come, or did he sort of come?
Yeah,
did they like him there, or did they hate him? Like
right?
us?
Did they think he was good, or did he leave because no one liked him? Like
why couldn't they keep him?
Did he see any success in Britain?
Minor success. He wasn't a big deal. I did research on this, and all I could. I mean, pretty much he was. It's one of those things where he wasn't a big star.
Gotcha.
He wasn't a big name.
Okay.
Well, he's a big star.
Over here, he's way
big.
more big.
Then he came over here and then got into the Broadway scene, and then somehow like how does somebody elevate from Broadway to being the host of a late night comedy show? It doesn't make any freaking sense.
He almost destroyed a really good movie that I like, Begin Again. He had a cameo in that, almost destroyed the old movie just for being in there for 5 minutes. It's sad what this man does. And the main thing is, none of it is funny, okay?
None of it.
Get people like relatable. Oh, a celebrity singing in a car, that's cool. You're seeing a celebrity do something you've never seen somebody like that do. But none of it's funny, and when does it get old? Is it getting to the point where people are going to stop watching this shit? No. Are we running out of celebrities, or is it just going to stop?
No.
Like Kenny Rogers.
Never going to stop.
Men who look like him. Like, when does it end?
I don't think it's going. I think it's going to end in let's say a decade. But the ratings are lower now than ever. Like they're high for context of today, but we know people don't watch cable as much or TV in general. People are on Netflix and watching YouTube videos. They're not watching.
Oh, and by the way, just really quickly,
1 million viewers. Yeah,
I want to apologize. Men who look like KennyRogers.com is funnier than anything James Corden has ever done. I just want to put that out there, and I'm being real about that. Okay.
It's complete, but that's just it. Like the bar, like the James Corden bar is so low, and every time I hear someone talk about how they enjoyed, his carpool karaoke bit or something,
they never say it's
like
funny.
I just want to like choke them. I get a.
I want to start killing people, man.
It's really upsetting to me that there's.
You want to kill people with us?
It's really bothering me.
Sure.
All right. Well, hey, Randy.
No, actually, a news story did come in, Randy, though, really quickly. The Foo Fighters are the first ones to come out and say it was boring and they wanted it to end and they didn't like doing it. They're the first ones that actually came out and said they didn't like doing it. So
finally,
that's something
somebody.
You might want to do a video about that.
It's just a gimmick. It's just gimmick. It's that's all it is. It's cheap. It's like the death of well-written original comedy.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
It's worse than the internet. The worst of the internet. It's worse than the worst of the internet because it costs more money.
Randy, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Is there an easy way to get to your YouTube channel that doesn't involve
rewind? Rewind.
What is it?
Please rewind.
YouTube.com/please rewind.
Or just type
in
Please
that
Rewind.
in, you'll be there, and that's it.
Right on. All right. Well, Randy, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Later on, Randy hates Corden.
James Corden.
Can barely even remember his name.
I didn't realize that. Because the men who look like KennyRogers.com guy, he's like kind of a god to like the YouTube community.
Well,
that's millennials and stuff.
I didn't want to get too like gushy with him, but like when you really think about it, he is
he really just glanced over that.
Founding father of internet comedy, and hold on.
Didn't even introduce him like
Hold
that.
on, I've got somebody. I think my son. It's like I think my son's knocking on my door.
That's fine.
Hold on, Scott. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. What are you doing? Go to bed. Oh my God. See, this is the problem with having children, Scott. This is the problem.
Yeah, I don't want those. Are we still doing the show?
Yeah, we're still doing the show. They knock on the
That's
door.
the problem with doing children. You have to. They exist.
And they like relentlessly, like they like he's standing outside. He's like, can you please hug me and talk to me? He's like, get out of here!
I love you. I just want to let you know. I love you.
Right, like get out of here. I don't care.
Yeah, love schmub. Where's my Dave Matthews one? I'm getting shit faced tonight.
All right. So we still haven't heard from Hogan. But I kind of want to talk about this.
But I want to bring up.
because
this is another sexual harassment thing. We'll give it a time to get to Hogan.
well,
all right?
well, here's the thing.
So,
Like
Ellen is in hot water for more sexual harassment crap. That's all
Okay.
anybody's talking about right now is sexual harassment.
So what's going on? Is everybody being
horny, I
is
don't
everybody
know.
being hypersensitive about this, or are we just sort of turning a corner where as a society we're deciding, even these little advances and little things aren't really okay, especially coming from a person in a position of power.
I think a lot of people have a creepy story that really fucked them up as they were growing up.
Yeah.
And now they're allowed to actually come out and say it.